The head monarch of the fast food kingdom, Burger King, was founded in 1953, and currently they are located in over 100 countries internationally. But today we're going to focus in on America and let me, Jeff, take you all across the country and read some hilarious and weird one-star reviews. So if you like that idea, let's go. And if you don't, I still love you. Let's get this Burger King adventure started in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. With a 2.5 rating on 827 reviews, it doesn't look too good for this Burger King. The city of West Lebanon has a population of 4,444 people. 4444. That's gotta be lucky somewhere, right? Your fun fact is that the city was settled in 1761, which was before America was even born. So with all of that in mind, let's go read some Burger King reviews. We'll get New Hampshire started with Clark.
Clark, what's wrong? Honey?
56 minutes for 2 milkshakes. We visited once. We pulled into the drive-thru at 7:17 p.m. to get 2 shakes. Finally got them at 8:13 p.m. There were 8 cars ahead of us. It took 56 minutes. The car ahead of us got like 1 cup of something, but chit-chatted with the cashier for 10 minutes. Not an exaggeration. Tried contacting BK Corporate, but no one cares. I personally would have not waited the 56 minutes for the milkshakes and then the waiting 10 minutes on top of it for someone just to chit-chat. Oh man, that would have put Jeff over the edge. I'm about to break. Next up for the New Hampshire Burger King is DZ. Wow. Just wow. I should have known something was wrong from the get-go when I pulled into the overgrown parking lot and was told that the lobby is closed at 9:45 a.m. Not having set foot inside the building, it's obvious that no one here cares about anything. It would take an hour for me to write all the problems I saw in the 15 minutes or so I sat in the drive-thru, not to mention the food. I don't think I could even fix this place. Just close it and move forward. Luckily for us, DZ included a picture of the overgrown lawn at this BK that even he couldn't fix. Do you guys think that DZ could fix this one? Personally, I have my doubts. The next review comes from Khan.
So that's pronounced Khan, right? Nice to meet you.
This was a disaster. I ordered at 12:52 and it came at 1:30. Such a ridiculous wait time. There were only 3 people working in such a busy location, and we even saw people walking out because they couldn't wait there anymore. Employees seemed tired, careless, and overwhelmed. Also, food was sloppy, and taste was okay. Definitely not Burger King quality. Kitchen was visibly dirty. Food quality and hygiene is concerning. Very disappointing. Burger. Yep, Khan was right. This Burger King is a disaster. Let's keep reading. The next New Hampshire review comes from Obamanizer. Drive-through times can be 15 minutes plus with only 3 cars in line with great consistency. Jeez. Thanks, Obama. Ugh. It's Linda. 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 It's her review. Horrible location, 0 stars. The miserable woman working the drive-in was super rude to us. Assumed we were done after ordering one thing, cut us off, and overall felt like we were an inconvenience. They advertised the new cotton candy frozen drink, yet don't even have the machine for it at this location at all. I also asked for heavy pickles to my order for my Bacon King and got 0 pickles on my sandwich.
Well,
Linda.
what do you think?
This is pretty good. Only one thing. You forgot the pickles!
No!
Thanks so much for the lovely people next door at McDonald's for giving me free pickles. Do not go to this Burger King. Take your money to any other fast food place on this road. It is a little surprising this BK is open with how many negative reviews it has, and there's a Wendy's and McDonald's right next door. But hey, when you're craving the king, you're craving the king. The next Burger King is in Lynchburg, West Virginia. This Burger King has a 3.1 rating on 928 reviews. This BK looks like it's kind of in a small town, but Lynchburg actually has a population of 79,909 people. USA Today ranked Lynchburg as the 4th best city to live in the South. So let's go read these BK reviews. We'll get these sizzling BK reviews started off in Virginia with Sonia. Do not come to this Burger King. While the food might be hot, they're going to charge you $0.35 for a small ranch. The crazy part is I bet their employees don't pay for ranch, not to mention you so busy charging me for ranch you didn't even give me my drink or ketchup, and you didn't even have onion rings, which is why I had to get the funky fries I got. I like how for Sonia everything stems off of that ranch. Because they got charged for the ranch, they didn't get their drink, they didn't get the ketchup, or the onion rings. Pew, 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 pew. It's a Jeffrey alert, which is the name my mom used to call me when I'd get in trouble. This Burger King restaurant has some of the longest wait times of any fast food restaurant in the area. I recently waited 20 minutes for 2 cheeseburgers. Another time when I was there, I was told they were out of beef and only had chicken. Do yourself a favor and go somewhere else like I have. This Jeffrey and I do have one thing in common. I would have gone somewhere else too after a bad experience. The only difference is I would have not left a review on the internet. The next Virginia review comes from what happens when you have a food fight at an IHOP. Butterflies. Ha ha. Oh. Manager, I'm guessing, who was working drive-thru and was cussing in front of customers while talking to the front cashier. Service was super slow due to them talking and joking around. The fry guy was wearing a hoodie up on his head. No one was in an actual uniform. Very unprofessional staff. This Burger King should be shut down. I will not be returning. Stay away from this Burger King. Go somewhere else for lunch. I would rate this -10 if I could. A cussing manager at a Burger King? I am shocked. Shut this place down.
Where's the manager in this place?
Does Kayla want this Burger King shut down too? Let's find out. Waited 6 minutes for my order to be taken in drive-thru. Waited at window on my horn. And the goofy chick gonna ignore me. It took a cook to come to the window to get her. Mind you, she seen me, this goof gonna go outside and talk to her friend and come back in and ignore me sitting there? Thinking the funny. In my honest Jeff opinion, Kayla is the goof here.
Aw, shucks, at least the way she types is goofy.
Will things be different for Will at Burger King? Let's find out. I find it hard to believe that this location could suck that bad right after they got their building updated, but every time I stop by, they keep reminding me why I try to avoid that place. And watch your ticket too, they like to try to charge you for a large when you ask for a small, and give you a small. Surprise! Will is a 2-partner with an update, and that update says, after a while, I decided to try the place again.
I got food poisoning.
After reading that update, I have a hard time believing Will ever try BK again, but you know what they say, you never can quit the king. Or was that RuneScape? I can't remember. Hey, Jeff here. You're awesome for watching. If you like it this far, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, back to the reviews. The next BK is in Amarillo, Texas, and it has a 2.7 rating on only 112 reviews, which is still a lot of reviews, but not as many as the first two. This BK is located inside of like a truck stop location with a Popeyes and a Pizza Hut. Talk about all the options you need under one roof. Hopefully they have a good bathroom there. Your Amarillo fun fact is home to Pantex, the only nuclear weapon assembly and disassembly facility in the country. Wow. Let's go dive into those reviews like a good Coke Icy.
Icy.
We'll get the Lone Star State going with Big Daddy. Smith went in to order after being on the road for 12 hours. The girl working there had no one in line and wouldn't even greet me. Horrible customer service. Made eye contact and all. Wouldn't even say, "1 sec, please." It was like I wasn't even there. I just imagine Big Daddy standing in the lobby, kind of like that John Travolta meme, looking around with his hands up, and then you just hear the song play over the radio. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's the scenario I picture in my head, at least. There's evens, there's odds, and then there's Evan. It doesn't matter how many times you tell the cashier you want a spicy chicken sandwich, you will receive the normal one. So how does that scenario go? Evan goes up there, I want a spicy chicken sandwich. Spicy, 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 spicy. And the cashier goes, okay, so you said normal then? The next Texas review comes from Caroline.
Way too expensive. Won't be going to any more Burger Kings. Chairs are filthy.
With all of those caps, it really seems like Caroline had a lot of rage built in her. Hopefully she doesn't take one of those filthy chairs over the back of the cashier that doesn't listen. What sort of BK experience did Casey have? This BK is one of, if not the worst. Got my order wrong. All I ordered was a Whopper meal with onion rings, and they couldn't even get the sandwich right. That would really annoy me. Burger King is home of the Whopper, and they're known for onion rings. You screw both of them up? Oh, man. I'm sorry, Casey. Maybe they got funky fries instead. Next up for Texas is John. The food was fresh and good. They charged my card twice. $84 is an expensive meal. Watch yourself at checkout. Had to turn around and go back in for the rest of my order that wasn't in the bag. I don't think I'll be going back. Well, at least John got fresh and good food. The next flame-broiled stop is in West Wendover, Nevada. This Burger King has a 3.8 rating on 968 reviews. This city only has a population of 4,512, but is home to 5 casinos. It's bordering pretty close to Utah, so a lot of their industry are people coming over for the casinos and the dispensaries. So let's go read those Burger King reviews. Let's get Nevada rolling with Colette. Stopped traveling and all in the car ordered multiple items. I ordered a Whopper with cheese and the meat on my burger was cold. I watched everyone eat their hot food while I starved for the next 2 hours. Need to call the health department. Well, isn't that a bit dramatic? They could have gone somewhere else to get Colette food, right? They just were like, ha ha, you're going to starve while we eat our food. Like, someone could have shared, or man, Colette, your family or friends are mean. 1 star for your family and friends from Jeff. The next review is from Dustin. Would leave lower review if it was available. Terrible food, staff just couldn't get it right after 3 times. Apparently customer service is not top of their priorities or fresh food. You know, there's an old saying about being fooled more than once.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Thank you for the great advice. And also, Dustin included a picture of the worst burger I've ever seen at a BK, and it's on your screen now for you to enjoy. Yummy. Stacy recommends bringing some equipment to Burger King. Let's see what she had to say. Likes to throw your order out the window to you. Hope you have a catcher's mitt. Whopper was cold and dry. I like to think that this is a common occurrence at this BK. Like, you just go up there and they're just like, after you pay, you just wait and they just chuck the food at you or something. And it got to the point where Stacy's like, you know what? I'm leaving a review because I can't handle this. I gotta tell other people to bring their catcher's mitt. The next review comes from Jasmine. A coworker ate from here, and next thing, called out of work due to 24-hour food contamination, i.e. food poisoning. There is no Burger King that you can pay me to eat at. Another review that is one of my favorites. This person didn't even go to this BK. They left this review on behalf of a coworker. If anyone ever works with me, don't leave a review at a place on my behalf if I'm sick. That's embarrassing. How clear is this next review? Let's find out because it's from Crystal. I decided to get the $5 deal with 2 Whopper Juniors and both were not cooked all the way. And I found worms in my meat. Truck driver just trying to get something to eat and had to throw it away. Never stop it here again. Poor Crystal really broke down at the end of that review after she had to throw those 2 Whopper Juniors away. But if I bit into something and there was worms in it, I would be like puking so hardcore, dude. Let's move on to Roscoe. Found a fly in my burger. Come on. I can never eat in the city again. Sick. First the food was flying and now there's flies in the food and worms. Let's get out of Nevada. Our next stop takes us to one of the strangest places in America. That's right, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. To the small town of Calumet, Michigan, which only has a population of 621 people. This Burger King has a 3.3 rating on 249 reviews. Calumet used to be the center of the iron industry in Michigan back in the day, while now it's a small town with a good tourism industry, so let's go read those Burger King reviews. The first review for Michigan comes from Ambria. Ate there about a week ago. Came home. Felt so sick the next morning. Took doctors 8 days to figure it out. Turns out it's food poisoning. And the last thing I had was Burger King. Just nasty and absolutely disgusting. If you're going to cook your food, cook it properly or shut the place down. Because it's downright sick. This one leaves me a little bit perplexed. How did it take 8 days to figure out it was food poisoning? Wouldn't the food poisoning kind of pass by then, if you know what I mean? I guess I don't know. The next Calumet review comes from Jessica. Not only did they kick my dad, senior citizen, out because he came back to get the sandwich they didn't give him, but the sandwiches were all wrong. My dad mentioned it happens a lot and he's tired of it. The guy gave him his sandwich and told him to never come back again. You're in customer service and you cannot do your job as simple as it is every single time. I really wish we had some really shaky cell phone camera footage of like this confrontation happening between Jessica's dad and the Burger King worker. I'd love to see how it happened. It sounds like her dad probably went pretty off on him. They say have it your way at BK, so if it's not your way, shouldn't they fix it? The next 1-star review is from Peter. Staff is horrible. Yelled at me to speak up when I was talking to my friends in the car to see what they wanted. No one else in drive-thru or inside. Need anger management. I think a lot of people watching can relate to this review. When you're at the drive-thru window and you're talking to someone in your car and the person working the drive-thru think you're talking to them, it's like an awkward 2-second situation. But would you leave a 1-star review about it? I don't think I would. The next Burger King fast food review comes from Earth Waterfall. This location deserves a negative in stars. I don't care what time of day you go there, you will never get anything fresh. The customer service is as good as the food. Not at all. Gosh forbid you get a smile and a fresh sandwich and fries. You get some not so fresh food and some not so fresh attitudes. This Burger King is kinda stinky so far, but let's keep reading the reviews. Let's see what happened to Allison. Woman must be getting trained 7-8 at 1:33 p.m. Too stoned to even work the drive-thru. Complaining the whole time. No basic human skills. Tried to order a chicken garden salad. Her response was, what kind? Grunting into the microphone. Drove away because she was whining how she hit the wrong button. Couldn't even trust her to order the right things for the rest of the order. Literally will never stop at this Burger King again. I don't know if Allison meant to or not. I feel like it was just a typo, but that Burger King instead of Burger King at the end there is just the perfect dash of sass. The next stop is in Okawville, Illinois. This Burger King has a 2.8 rating on 351 reviews. This city has a population of 1,434 people. It's also the home to the only operational mineral spa in the state of Illinois, currently known as the Original Springs Hotel and Bathhouse. So if things go really wrong at this Burger King, you have a place to go and relax. So let's go read those reviews. We'll get this Illinois BK started with Tom, everyone's favorite MySpace friend. Should have left without our food. Fries and onion rings were soggy and cold. It was only 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. But the worst was the worker. She clearly had not bathed in a week or more. You could see the dirt film on her face, neck, and arms. Her shirt was sloppy and was inside out. And she bagged the food without gloves, touching the fries and onion ring containers. She should have been sent home. The other workers were clean, and it was not busy. Oh man, part of me feels bad for that worker being dirty, because you don't know, that could be a bad home life if it's like a kid or something, but they really should have been sent home and cleaned up, or maybe sent to the bathroom or something to try to clean themselves up a bit if they are visibly dirty. This one kind of just sucks. Let's find out if Brittany encounters any dirty employees. If I could give negatives, I would. I not only sat there almost 30 minutes after I ordered, I not only had to listen to the manager on shift talk to her works like straight up dogs, in front of customers and all. If I was her worker, I'd done have punched her. Brittany sounds a little aggressive. The next review comes from Leonardo. Whoever prepped the meal sucks at their job, lol. My Whopper was smashed and the ingredients was everywhere. Do better. And the fries was soggy. I know exactly what Leonardo's talking about with the smashed Whopper, because I got a Whopper before and it looked like someone just hit it with a mallet right before they put it in the bag. It was just everything got out of it. How did the BK run go for Daniel? Horrible. Multiple workers just standing around on their phones as the line to order kept growing. Most disgusting restrooms ever. I traveled cross country, averaging 3,000 to 5,000 miles a week, having been to numerous facilities, restaurants, fast food places, and gas stations. This place had one of the worst, if not the worst, restrooms ever. 5 overflowing trash cans, piss all over the stall walls and floors. Place is a health hazard. Daniel painted a very disgusting picture of this Burger King for us, so you kind of have an idea. If the bathrooms are that unsanitary, like, just imagine how the kitchen is. Let's move on to Dennis's review. Took 1 hour to get my food. I have never seen this before. Definitely understaffed, wasn't their fault. It's really hard to find and keep good help. A lot of people were getting vicious. I was horrified. A lot of people getting vicious in person for Dennis, so he makes sure he goes online and leaves a 1-star review for him. Nice job, Dennis. The next Illinois review comes from Melanie. Absolutely the worst service I've ever had. Every employee had an attitude and gave us old, nasty food. When brought to their attention, they acted like we were the problem. The restaurant was also in need of a tidy up.
Do not bother stopping here.
Yep, this Burger King is nasty. From the bathrooms to the employees' attitudes, everything about it is disgusting. And with that, you made it to the end of the video, so make sure you hit that like button if you haven't, and subscribe also if you haven't, because you've made it this far. You must like me for some reason. Watch this video on the screen now, because I'm Jeff, and I think you're really cool. Alright, until next time, goodbye.